Judgment here. I don't normally put up player builds, and this will be a first, but I thought I'd put up a player build for a defensive Pitzerker. This is Bludger the Barbarian. People who have joined me in my stream will be aware that he recently respecced as a sword Pitzerker and is currently level 92. I thought I'd try and show this build before I become fully accustomed to playing it. I think I've almost got the hang of it, but I still think my playing style could be improved. So I'll start off by showing you the gear. I will start the gear explanation with what are undoubtedly the two standard pieces of equipment that every Pitzerker must have. One is the armour. This is an Enigma Mage plate. This is the same one that Sigma uses. I've only just arrived at the stage where I have a couple more jar runes and can afford to give a couple more characters their own individual enigmas. At the moment I'm just swapping it around using Go Mule. That of course enables a teleport skill, and the other two pieces of equipment that every Pitzerker has are twin Wizard Spike bone knives on weapon switch for a total of 100% fast cast rate, and later on this video I'll show you the amulet that takes this character past the 105 fast cast breakpoint. The weapon is a Call to Arms phase blade. This is one that I already had and has been previously used by my level 79 Paladin Smipel, but I thought I'd start with this because it has 7% lifesteal, it has some magic find. The lifesteal's not all that useful. You have to switch to normal attack and your attack rating plummets. However, it does have replenished life +1 to all skills. The final breakpoint for a barbarian using Berserker with a phase blade is 42. This is currently 40, so to get past that 42 breakpoint I'm using my second best Harlequin Crest Shaco as a helm, but I've put in that a 15% increased attack speed dual for a total of 55. An amulet, and this was part of the reason why I wanted to create this character. I thought that was a pretty reasonable amulet, +2 to barbarian skills, the 5% fast cast necessary to get to the 105 breakpoint, and 24 out of the possible 25 magic find. For the shield I'm using the runeword Sanctuary in a Hyperion. A Hyperion has the highest blocking percentage of any shield in the game without going to the highest strength requirements of something like an Aegis. So it's a relatively low defense shield, but I am running here for maximum block. So it automatically comes with 20 hit recovery and also 20 to dexterity, which contributes to the maximum block. This one has been made in a superior Hyperion, and you can see the increase of maximum durability 15%. When I was leveling this character, I had a lot of trouble keeping up the repair costs of a superior Chains of Honor Dust Shroud, but so far the repair costs on this one do not seem to be all that prohibitive. 41% War Traveller Battle Boots. I have better pairs than other characters, but this is the one I'll put on this character for the moment. 2 reasonable Nagel rings. This one 70 attack rating, 29 magic find. This one 30 magic find, 60 attack rating. The belt for the Cannot Be Frozen mod is the Triangle belt, and the gloves are double up chance guards. These are one of 3 pairs of 40% magic finds chance guards I've been able to find down the years. Sigma has another pair. The charms are mostly magic find small charms. Some of them have small boosts to resistances, but I did add in 2 hit recovery charms to go past the 27 breakpoint. Remember, this is a defensive build, and that one has some attack rating as well. This charm people have seen before. Agniasta carried that until she got her own Sanctuary Runeword Shield. And I realise I've not explained Lard's charm. It's the best geese that this character has been able to find. Not a good one, but hopefully there will be better ones to come. So this gear combined gives a magic find of 457 and gold find of 319. Let's have a look at the skills. Combat skills, I think this is standard for all Pitzerkers. 1 point each into bash, stun, concentrate, and then maximise berserk. For combat masteries, this also seems to be standard. Maximise sword mastery, 1 point each into increased stamina, increased speed, iron skin, and natural resistance. The war cries are where people have some individual variation on their Pitzerker. In my particular case, I have maximised battle orders. I've put 1 point into battle command, 1 point into find potion, and enough points in find item to get it to 50%. You see I have 5 skill points remaining. I'm pondering what to do with those, but there's every chance that I'll put them into shout. Now when I respec this character on stream, I put points into howl and then some into shout, and then somebody pointed out to me that the points in shout may be wasted because of the defense bonus being wasted while using berserk. And at the time I thought I'd made a serious mistake, but it hasn't turned out all that badly. By having your defense raised by this level, when you are using find item on a corpse, you have less chance of being hit, and the skill synergy to berserk from howl and shout is the same. This character is currently running +7 to all skills, and you'll notice that 1 point in battle command has given us a skill level of 11, and that's because there is +7 to all skills, the 1 originally, and the 3 from the Call to Arms phase blade. And similarly, battle orders is at level 30. Having maximised it, there's an additional 10 from the +7 to all skills and the 3 on the phase blade. For the stat point allocation, I have aimed for maximum block. So at level 92, with a block of 75%, that means that you require 215 dexterity points, but remember that 20 of those come from the shield. When I came to allocate points into strength, I did this on stream, and here I made a mistake. The mage plate requires 55. Due to being level 92 is another 69 to give a total of 124. There is another 10 from the battle boots to give 134. 2 from the Harlequin Crest Shako would give 136, and you are already well past the required strength for the Hyperion. However, for some reason I put an extra 10 points into strength. I'm not certain that corresponds to extra damage with Berserk, but I'm still annoyed I did it. I will try and respec this character in the future as an Axe Barbarian. And the mistake I've made here, if you like, gives me some sort of incentive to try and utilise a token of absolution to respec this character as an Axe Barbarian, and hopefully that time do it correctly. I have left 25 stat points unallocated. I'll probably put those into Vitality, but the reason why I left them unallocated is that I was thinking of using a rhyme rune word Hyperion in the shield slot for the Cannot Be Frozen mod. However, if I take that shield off, I thought the resistances were a bit too low, so I'll be running with the Sanctuary rune word Hyperion, and I'll probably put those extra stat points into Vitality. I did not put any points into energy. I do not seem to have any mana problems. On weapon switch, using the 2 wizard spikes, there is over 700 mana there, and that is before battle orders. And now for the mercenary. Up to level 92, this character uses a Holy Freeze mercenary, but that's not really suitable now that there is a possibility of corpses being shattered. So Vichayat is an Act 2 Nightmare offensive mercenary from Might Aura, and he has the following gear. For armour, an Ethereal Duriel Shell that I've upped to a Great Halberg, an Ethereal Tomb Reaver Cryptic Axe. I have mixed feelings about this as a weapon. It works pretty well in Players 1 mode. I don't think it really cuts it beyond that. The small skeletons that the Tomb Reaver can generate can be quite helpful when you're trying to be in a pack of monsters trying to loot a corpse. This one has 80 increased attack speed by virtue of me adding a Shale rune into one of the 3 sockets, and I've added 2 Ammon runes for 14% lifesteal. Now there is a mercenary breakpoint for a Cryptic Axe at 89, and I've passed that by using the first of only 2 Crown of Ages Coronas I've ever found, and I've put into that an attack speed jewel. It's not a particularly good Crown of Ages. It's good for resistances, but only one socket, only 12% damage reduction. Just to give you some idea of the defence he has, if I put up the 3 war cries, and you can see there his defence jumps from about 4,000 to a bit over 13,000, which hopefully will make him somewhat difficult to kill. And this represents another reason why the decision to put points into Shout as well as Howl perhaps wasn't such a bad decision after all. Let's do a run. I have a mouse macro to load the player in as quickly as possible. And I start in the rogue encampment, but I go initially to Harrigath and go to tackle Pindleskin. As I go in through the portal, I'll put up the 3 war cries: battle command, battle orders, and shout. Swap weapons, teleport to the entrance, swap weapons again, let Pindleskin's pack charge, teleport to the back. And there's Pindleskin. We loot the corpse. I always have a look at this shrine. An experienced shrine will do nicely. We exit and swap to the wizard spikes and go to Act 1. We put the map on while we're teleporting down. Now, from playing this map a number of times, there's not usually uniques in the bottom section of the map. They're normally up sometimes in this area here, and there's one. Swap to the sword. No, it's a champion group of bone warriors. The usual full rejuvenation potion. Back to the wizard spikes. The uniques are often here. And there's one there. Mercenary's got that first for the extra magic find. And there's something else with Blessed Aim. My guess is it may be in the next area in here. Sword. And we've got a storm shield. So I have time, because of the high block, to pick that up. So there's a storm shield monarch. And what you can notice here is that my own character is not exactly attracting a great deal of tension. The skeletons from the Tomb Reaver are doing their bit. I'm running at maximum block, so there's not too much to be done here except move to the next area. Right, now at least we're going to kill the character on our own. We loot the corpse, we didn't get anything on that occasion. Wizard spikes. There aren't usually uniques in this area of the map. At the pit level 2, I change directly to the sword and just teleport across to the chest more slowly. Check what's in the chest. Nothing of vast interest. And now the unique should come to here, and there's one of them. Nothing there. Now, is there another unique? Yes, there is. Don't find shout works all that well. I see I'm taking some hits there, but I've got more than enough time to drink a potion, collect the inevitable full rejuvenation potion, load into the belt, and get out of the game. To my surprise, this character still seems to be levelling. This character was respec'd as a Pitzerker at level 92. There was one bale run to see how many runs it would take to get to level 93 using the previous set of gear, but you can see here that Bludger is already about 25% of the way to level 93, and that may possibly be the point where I'll respec as an Axe Barbarian. So are there any problems with this build? Well, one is the utter clog of full rejuvenation potions. I don't ever seem to run out of them. I suppose I should really just stop picking them up. The magic find is currently 457. I have enough 7% magic find small charms to replace all of those, and many people do not carry a Tome of Town Portal or keys. Were I to replace just the full rejuvenation potions, those 12 there, that would bump the magic find up by another 84 for a total of 541. I'm fairly happy with the way this is going at the moment. Easily the best find that I have made with this character has been a Death's Web Unearthed Wand, my first one for quite some years. As I said right at the start, I don't think my playing technique with this character is fully refined yet, but things do seem to be improving. When I get to the Axe respec, I'll come back and give you another opinion as to how the Pitzerker is progressing.